we'll turn it back on. And then if I click back in, yeah, there we go. So we'll do one game of Terraformers and then I'll be done. I might go pop into Guild Wars, see what else is going on tonight. But for now, let's keep going on our 36s. So, Red Path, goal is research production 8 of everything. Historically, not a rule set that I'm good at, but we'll see how we do. How do we want to start it? I do not really like life that much. I also don't really like space that much for Red Path in particular, so I think we're probably just going to play balanced. And then we're starting with water and silicates. It's really hard to say no to Auntie when you're doing Red Path. So start me here on water. That's going to let us expand quickly. Start me here. So it's been a while since I played Terraformers. Forgive me. It's going to be house, public service, house, probably like an Android hub. Food, soil factory, food. Research labs, drone hubs, whatever. 4 times power, and then like a bus station. Is probably the configuration that we're going to have going there. What can we build first? Probably a science lab. Really. No other big hints. That's concerning. You can go here. Start me here. Next turn we'll in-depth survey, and we'll upgrade that. And then what are we taking? Here could give us 3 nitrates. Here could give us 3 nitrates. Here could give us 3 nitrates. We'll be able to build a laboratory next turn. So we're going to go with that. Give me a second greenhouse farm because we're about to get a bunch of water. And then start giving me some speculative tritium thermal generators. I need 1 more titanium. In that case, roll that back. Because I would like to build the lab this turn instead to get resources. You did not show me any titanium, but you did show me a large hint of nitrates. Here's the trade rate that we needed. A robot hub would be fine. I need to go to 8 of you. I would be willing to give up 1 power to do it. We explore this turn. We're at 5 water. This will put us at like 8, 7. It puts us at 7. Maybe next turn we can go to 10. We also need to upgrade that next turn. I almost want to take more hab modules because I think we'll be able to turn that on relatively quickly, but power is going to be so important for building mines that I think I need to do that instead. Survey, pit mine. 2 water per turn. Water is now our export. Next turn, we survey here. We build greenhouse farm. 2 food per turn, turn 6. And then you're a perfectly appropriate early game support building. So biggest issues we have right now, we're going to want to survey that silicates deposit, which means we're going to need more titanium. We need titanium to come in faster than it currently is. It would also be nice to upgrade that if it's a nitrate deposit, it's a fertile soil deposit. That's pretty unfortunate. But we can at least do that this turn. You're going to get titanium and water in this spot. The city location is pretty boring. It's also a plain. We might save you for later. I don't think you're a priority right now. Power is going to be a priority right now, so just grab it when you see it. In-depth survey the silicate deposit. That's something we'll be looking to expand to with our robot hub, and then we could also get like this tile, we could build a windmill. Titanium is our issue. We can build one of those right now. Are we saving silicates up for anything? Not really, just do it. And then take your titanium. Next turn, in-depth survey. Oh, it's already large. Did we end up survey you already? Maybe. I can't remember. We could also satellite you next turn, and that might get us to 8, which would be good. We'll see. Self-learning AI is, like, kind of good. Improved robotics is, like, kind of good. High-capacity research computers, like, kind of good. I think we're going to be doing a lot of robotics because expansion is important. So we'll just grab that and fire it off immediately. Then, give me titanium. It was already the subject of a depth survey. Okay. In that case, build it. That's 2 silicates per turn. And should probably upgrade that titanium too. Give me a little one of those. Next, we're going to be looking at windmills, and maybe we should build that city right away, even though it's going to crater our support. We also need to think about terraforming parameters, which is probably going to be like science income. Give me another robot since we have self-learning AI. You know what else we haven't seen any of yet is tritium, which is a little concerning. So I think that means we need to get this windmill up by doing something like that so that we can do that. We just need any power generation right now. And here's the tritium we've been looking for finally. So if this is a city spot, we could get large titanium, normal titanium, sandstone, another large titanium. I think we might want to found both of these. But I guess we'll see. Auntie, thank you for all of your work. I kind of want to take Alex just for nitrates boost. Like, even one extra resource just matters so much. And then how much does a trade port matter? When titanium is this important? Not much. But we're also trying to save up research, so I guess we do that. And then I think we might take a couple turns here just to clean up some tiles that are close to us. Gigantic aquifer. You love to see that. We are definitely making a city here. And we're probably going to try and do it sooner rather than later. As in, like, next turn, maybe. Next turn, build the robot hub, gigantic aquifer, large titanium deposit. We'll have 5 water coming in per turn. It gets us, like, most of the way to finishing that by itself. Plus 2 support for every mine. I don't see that happening that much. I actually think I might like delivery drones over school, so we'll grab it. Give me this, and then explore here. And then found this. It's going to cost you a lot of support. I think you should establish your support a little better first. So why don't you do something like that? Do something like this. Give me a landing pad, because what we can do with this landing pad is bring in double titanium so that we can prepare to build a mine on this large titanium deposit, and then we can pivot off of titanium onto tritium, and we can finally get power generation going. I would love tritium, actually, thank you. That's huge. I would love to take an oxygen factory. That's just a perfect building for us right now. You come up here, you go over here. Give me something like that so we can build up a little bit of water and actually found that city. What do you do? You're nothing. We will probably not found that. Methanogenium we take. Miner's Cottage is like kinda nice, but we're short on power right now. Cultured Meat Lab's kinda nice, but we're saving up research right now. It's like +4 support. Maybe more. I don't know that those are ever going to be mines, though. Let's keep taking stuff that's close. You have no resource nodes. It's unlikely that we will ever found you then. And then I think for like our next 3 explorations, we probably need to hit water just so we can get this city down. Because we're approaching 8 titanium to build that mine. Would love a bus station. +2 water, +10 power, that's huge. +2 water, it's okay. Puts us at 7. Next turn will be at 8. We can explore here to get to 10. That seems good to me. Then we'll build a robot hub here. We'll grab these 2 tiles. Bacteria spreader can go here. Mine can go there. No, that's not the way we should do that because we need the titanium. We're about to have a ton. Grab the CO2 factory. Explore the water. That puts you at 10. Found. New Lilongwe. Sure. You can go here. You can have a support building immediately. Hell, you can have a second house immediately. That gets us large titanium deposit. Build it. Now, we don't have to import titanium. We can import tritium instead. We want to do that to finish this generator and this bus station, probably, to put in Lilongwe. And then we probably want to import titanium again to start building a CO2 factory, because at this difficulty level, we have to proactively terraform, or we die. In 2 turns, we can make a bacteria spreader. Let's make sure that in 2 turns, we can also make a robot hub to actually get the expansion tile for the place where we want the bacteria spreader to live. Sure, Deco Marsha. I probably shouldn't have done that. I think that pushed us back by 1 turn on the robot hub. Next turn, I'm going to have to farm. Yeah, because now we can't build the robot hub. I'll take another one, though. Oh, maybe we can. Is there a large hint of power? There is. Never mind, we're fine. So you come here. Yeah, you come here. You go here. You go here. It's going to be a while before you can make that mine. You go here. Methanogenium. And we have 3 power. You could even explore this turn if you wanted to. Nothing special. But it does get us that titanium. And it probably gets us this titanium as well with a bus station. And it gets us that tritium. And it gets us another water. We'll probably found that anyway. So, next priority is to work on more food. I really want to set up food in this configuration here. More power. Anytime we see a tritium thermal generator, we take it. And I think we pivot off of this and onto that at this point, just so we can make that happen a little bit faster. None of these are really what I'm looking for on that. I'm just going to be honest with you. We definitely don't need this. We're very backlogged on tritium right now, so I don't think we'll be taking you. So I guess we're taking a CO2 factory by default, even though we have no immediate plans to build one. And then we're just going to be taking tritium. We're also kind of close to a soil factory. Any large hint of nitrate? There is, actually. Satellite 2 turns? We'll probably satellite that tile. Give me Cyanophyta for now. Give me another Marcia for now. These Martians are going to be really nice to put in Lilongwe. I just don't see Yon being useful here. Like, I actually don't want to dike because ocean expansion is so easy. And I don't really have the hexes for linked nitrogen factories. And I guess power breathing center's like okay, but I would much rather have Kill Your Darlings. I would much rather have Inspirational Explorer. So That's kind of that on that all calculus. And I would love a research center. 9, 10, 11, 12. We can do 14 next turn. We'll be able to build one of those. Start seeing extra options. This is going to be a satellite on nitrate, so we can build a soil factory. 4 food per turn. We can start working on some of these marshes soon. Minus 28 is kind of scary, I'm not going to lie, but I think we are working towards solutions. Also, this is going to be a coastal city, so we will absolutely be founding that. Second bacteria spreader versus resonance station, and we have delegates. Please, can't I take both? I mean, we kind of have to do that. That's actually going to cost me building the resonance station. I think it's more important that the resonance station goes up. You come over here. It's a volcano. I don't have anything I can do about that right now. I still have one of these in hand. Give me the gas factory. +2 power. Take me over here. These, and that are spoken for, so this is like the only place you can go. And that's the only damaged building here? It is. I think we got really lucky with that. Alright, so what's our next plan? Power's bad. Power needs help. Titanium? Great. Titanium doesn't need any help. Power is our stopgap. We need to take any power building we see. Even if it's not one that's good, even if it's not one that I particularly like, we need to take any power building that we see. And we need to find ways to make them work. A tritium asteroid. I don't think that's worth it right now. You are not power. In that case, I think we're going to take another research center. We could explore for power. It's probably not going to generate us any power, but it's probably not going to cost us any either. We could also just prep this site for becoming a city. It is a crater. It will have a little bit of radiation insulation. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to do that once. And then the rest needs to be power import. This will be enough food for a new house in 2 turns. Give me one of these. Really wish I could take 2. Really wish I could take 2. But alas. Oh, but alas. Is there actually a highland anywhere we could use? No. You only have an anomaly, though. We could expand to that. Never mind. You actually don't have anything that's going to expand you anymore. So you should get like a bus station here, and then an extra house here. And that'll let you grab this. It'll let you grab this tile. And then I could move this bacteria spreader here, and I could put the photovoltaic field here because that's actually elevated. I think that's pretty good. Also, do I have a big hint of science anywhere? I do. This could let us just straight up play a research center. It will. Oh, baby. I don't want to get rid of a lab for it. You know, if you find a 4th tritium thermal generator, go ahead. Go nuts. This is just support. Take the minor hit on it now. Well, how close are you to 12 silicates? You're 6 turns away, but you could explore for it. Just wait. You don't have to move that building now. Smart electrical grid is going to make our mines cheaper. We like that. House printing's not good. Megastructure design's not good. Take smart electrical grid. Take a water building. I really want a development center. I really want artificial magnetic field. Like, your comfort of living is getting scary. Your biggest problem right now is that you can't take more projects. Because, like, look at all the projects you actually want to take. You want to take this, you want to take this, you want to take this, this is good, you want to take this. And you haven't even done Inspirational Explorer yet. You have to take the development center because it's just... You don't have to take the development center. You have to take the building that gives you resources now. And the building that gives you resources now is a greenhouse farm that goes here. It just generates +1 food for you immediately. You could also bus station here. It would get you +1 support per turn. It would also let you go here. And here. And no, you don't want to go there. Do this instead. 8, 10, 12. Next turn you can make a photovoltaic field. Just prep more tiles. Because if you see like a bacteria spreader show up, you'd be excited about it. You can't build it, but you'd be excited about it. Dude, I can't do refugees right now. I do not have the food to do refugees, and I do not have the support to do refugees. We would need to double our food production. I actually think I have to refuse. Like, it sucks, but I can't do that right now. This is kind of important for later, maybe. You can get better tile buildings later. Really, you should try and make a little bit of progress towards Kill Your Darlings, I think. Why don't you explore first to see if there's anything else good? And you should explore on things that are cheap, because power is your major limiter right now. You got nothing else good? Turn it into an extra science. This can finally move, so that you can go here, +2 power, 7 power per turn. And now, I think we're in the realm of thinking about setting up that gigantic aquifer mine, just so that we can turn water into a dump stat. Next city that goes up is probably going to be you. You're also going to need a bus station. We want to get tritium, nitrates, titanium, silicates. I mean, you're just going to be like a good water city. And then maybe start working down here to get this other nitrates. Beyond that, I think we need to focus on terraforming, so these CO2 factories need to go up and this gas factory needs to go up. We don't currently have a place for those to live, but we could repurpose this section of the city into a terraforming configuration, which would free up one more building for something like a robot hub. Sure, take Arctic Cares. Show me more options first before I commit to something. What do we need right now? Power. So I really don't want to explore anything. So take something that costs 3. A bus station? We do want that. In 2 turns we can found this city. If we skip doing guided tours, but that's 5 support per turn. You should do that now. And then you can satellite power to get some of your power back. It's only 2, but it matters. And then we take a water project. We should explore, and then we should probably just take a water project. Here's our last 3 cost. Yeah, we take a water project there. Now, we do have an embargo, but we can still work on projects. Perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. And then just get terraforming parameters going. We're at net 7 power per turn. We can afford to spend on it. I think I might not take any of these. But I may also Inspirational Explorer. I shouldn't, man. They're all 4 cost now. I really want to get these terraforming buildings up because the titanium is piling up as well. Let's import a life form. Let's take an alpine pine forest. Are you 30? You are 30. So that's going to be a terraforming parameter increase when it's done. Let's make regional buildings cheaper. Oh, that's for you. It's not going to make a mine cheaper. I'm stupid. But still, it's going to help with those. And then what do we take here? I don't love any of them, honestly. Like, this is going to take an eternity to finish. This is fine, I guess. I'll think about you in a second. I think we need to found this city. It's so rocky. Do you need to do that right now? Technically, no. Technically, no. So what else would you do? Because you're at minus 17 support, and it's about to increase. So I don't think you could ignore support. I think you need to build something this turn. Oh, your housing slots are all spoken for here already. Well, in that case... maybe we do found that city this turn. And then we could build a CO2 factory. Yes, we could. In fact, you can just do this now. And then you can do this. It's 2 support per turn. Like, technically that's something. You don't need to actually destroy one of these rocks, but eventually marshals will go here and here. A bus station will go here, and that'll get you these 2. Or it'll get you these 2. It should probably get you these 2. You've also given yourself cheaper explorations as a result. So get some extra support. And now could you get away with choosing a development center? No, instead you should choose a school because it's going to be even more support. And it's going to get you some extra science. Alright, so we're down to minus 13. Things are improving. Power's still an issue. Like, I need to see more tritium thermo generators. 1 more can fit here. And then I guess we could set up, like, this spot for thermo generators as well. Or any power building, really. Increases power production. That's sounding really good right now. But spending 20 water and gaining 170 support, that's also sounding really good right now. But gaining 4 science, that's also sounding really good right now. I think we need to just not die, which is going to pull me towards taking hope. And then I really think we need to go for terraforming parameters, which is going to pull me towards importing oceans. So you need to go. Next turn, we can build a bus depot there. Oh my god, Jay, let's just pick 2 projects. That's so good. You don't know how happy I am to see that. Soil factory. Give me 1 extra food. There'll be more. Minus 39. It's a little scary. I think we'll be able to compensate, though. Let me think about that later. This is honestly just to get extra support. It's an extra 2 support per turn. I can't turn my nose up at that at this point. I actually do think that I can just have this be a robot hub because we get science for that, right? Gain a power and a titanium when constructing a robot. So it just makes it cheaper. Versus if we do a bus station. They're kind of the same. Yeah, I think they're like basically the same thing. So we'll do this. We'll go here and here. Mine that. And then you have 2 power. I don't think you have anywhere you can explore with that, so instead we're going to do a cultural festival. We're going to buy ourselves time. The most precious resource. And then I'm going to take a development center, because we're 2 turns away from being able to make one. Where can I put another one of you? Here? Would I pay 10 silicates for 1 power? Like, absolutely yes, is the answer to that question. And then let me pick something else, because I wanted to take a... No, not a bacteria spreader, because I'm not going to be able to buy it with the development center sitting there. I guess I wanted a robot hub. Destroy that rock. Next turn we put a bus station in here. Or if I could find a large hint of power, or if I got lucky and this gave me 3. Oh my god, it did. Thank you. Go here, go here. Be able to set up 2 more mines. This finishes in 3 turns. Next turn it goes to 6 of 6 and 6 of 9. Then it goes to 8 of 9, then it goes to 9 of 9. It's done in 3 turns. We will still be alive. Give me a temperate forest. Give me a tritium thermogenerator. Give me a hint of tritium. Then, 2 water per turn, but it's going to be 5 water per turn very shortly. Give me an oxygen factory. This is 2 extra power per turn. Up to +9. Up to +10. 10 power per turn feels pretty good. What's the more important mine to set up? I think it's nitrates, because we have 30 titanium right now. And then give me a development center, so that we can pick an extra project. Now we're not going to pick an extra project here. Although, we could take a think tank condominium, because like it's basically free with how much water we make. Hydroponic farm is also pretty good with how much water we make. I'll take the support building, thank you. Okay. Do we have room to breathe right now? Not really. We're still 50 support per turn in the hole. But terraforming parameters are getting close to increasing. We should still be alive at that point. This water mine needs to go up soon, though. We should be researching potential water tiles. Because water tiles are going to be what we expand to in the mid to late game. And then give me an oxygen factory. Give me a spaceport just in case. And I don't think I want an eco home, because if I see a bacteria spreader, I'm still going to be taking it. So I think the third one we just turn into science. Then we also have a Martia, which I would just snap build for support. It's +7. We can't turn it down. And I would use it to get me this titanium. Next turn we'll have 14 power. We could build that gigantic aquifer mine. I do think I'm just going to sit on it. Oh, and some trade routes aren't signed, of course, of course. There you go. -52 is bad. Water project, it's good. Another development center. It's okay. I don't have room for another space project is the only thing. So we're going to build you, because I want to fire this one more time before she leaves. We're going to fire you. It's going to give us extra support. We should really find more tritium so that we can think about building this spaceport. Ideal spaceport location. This spot goes crazy. I would love to have double free titanium exports. That would be very, very good for me personally. And I don't have enough power to explore anything right now, so who has the most pop? You are 2 people. You are 3 people. You are 3 people. 2 people. Rally here for 30 support. We're alive for 4 turns, but heat increments in 3 turns, and O2 increments in 2 turns, and atmosphere increments in 2 turns. It's going to buy us a lot of time. Throw it all out. Huge, insane water projects. Also, huge dock opportunity. I really need this spaceport to go up. This has become mission critical at this point. Keep on the tritium. Throw these out. You have enough to build oxygen factories. Were you saving your water up for anything more important? Yes, you were saving it up for support because you might need it. So we're going to wait on that one. What are you going to do instead? I might not do anything instead. Just being honest with you. Could I spend 6 power and 6 titanium? Does it accomplish anything for you? Yeah, it gets you sandstones. So you probably should, if it'll do anything for you at all. You'll need power for that next turn. It'll be okay. This city is not going to get founded. So go here, dike it. Now you can put a bacteria spreader or something there. Alright, next turn we're going to drop to 200 support, but then we're going to get a lot of bonus support. Good, good. Great. We take those. I don't think we take anything else. Because we can't hold anything else, realistically. +5. Good, good. Just generate resource income. You could just put the heliostat power plant here for 2 extra power. Yeah, why not? Like, it's not elevated, but I don't have access to anything elevated right now. What's your deal? You have nothing. You're not that great. And then you have 17 water. I should really be spending this instead of letting it save up for cultural festivals, I think. No, I should be using it on cultural festivals. Because eventually she's going to go away. Well, do your math, right? It's 20 water. She's here for 3 more turns. Currently you have 22. This would put you at 2. I can't be bothered to do all that math. Just give me the support now. We'll work it out later. There's probably a correct answer to that question. I can't find it, though. Plus heat. Good. More water projects. Are you joking me? I don't think I take any of these. I might take you. I can't hold you. You're, like, okay, but I only have 1 spreader right now. Oh, you know what I could be doing? Hold on. First of all, I need to do... That's going to take me to 9. I need to satellite this tritium and have it be 3. Is there a big hint of tritium somewhere else that I could use instead? No. Then you should satellite like the furthest tritium away. It was only 2. That's so sad. And it found a big one. Alright, so we do this one and then... Oh no, it's exactly enough power. Never mind. You come here. Am I allowed to use these during embargo? I am. That's huge. And I can import it. Oh, it's been 10 turns, probably, is like really what it is. In that case, let's import nitrates because I want to get a plant spreader down. We're going to have to found a city to put that plant spreader in, though. What's your deal? You have a water supply, you have an anomaly, you have a natural site. I think we might be founding this city. It's got a geothermal spot. It's got rich soil, which is nitrates. It's got black sand, which is nice. We can do it 2 turns from now. Phobos? No, not today. Shipwright? Yes. Today. Extremely today. Do I have a good spot for a second launch pad to go? Yes, here. Free nitrate, free tritium. But I don't want to move the heliostat power plant is the thing with that. Bud. Also kind of want to get the CO2 factory down, but I can't because I'm at exactly 12 power. You should continue putting pressure on terraforming parameters because they're going to make your life easier. So destroy the rock now and plan on building it next turn. Then, what are you doing in here? I don't think you're doing anything in here. So let's research an extra project per turn. It should be a large nitrate hint if you can find such a thing. That isn't like prohibitively expensive. I would say 4 is not prohibitively expensive. Then we throw both of those out. Then I think this photovoltaic field might have outlived its usefulness and it's about to become a plant spreader. Is there anywhere else we might want to relocate it to? It's not that bad to just put it there, I guess. Conceivably, we might own that tile at some point. But for now, trees going to be way more important. Get these terraforming parameters going. We're down to minus 63 and we're at no threat of expectations increasing. You have to feel like that's pretty okay at this point. I'll give you one of those, and then I'll give you one of these. These flood at 3. And there is a way out. We get out this way. Like, that's going to be a landmass forever, but... Okay. Hope is gone. I would really love Tritium Boost. I'd really love Earthworks. We're going to be taking Arthur here for sure. I have so many rocks I need to destroy that I just can't afford to. We take a Tritium Thermal Generator. We take a greenhouse farm. Explore a location for double the power cost. It's going to be expensive, but I am willing to commit to it for the terraforming parameters. This could be a... No, we need to found a new city this turn. That should not be a house. Instead, that's going to use all your water. You'd have to wait 2 more turns to found a city. How important is it to you? It's not like that important. Well, no, actually it's probably quite a bit of support. And then enable you, flood, and then turn these up. Do I have a robot hub to give you? No? You might get a road paver depot. I think next turn, we're probably going to use earthworks. Because there's a lot of rocks that I need to destroy right now. We're also going to throw you out. I would rather have a hydroponic farm. Also don't need to import you anymore. So what do we want? We have 1 million buildings that cost water right now. We probably want water. Like, even though it's +6, I just want to build this. Because we are at oxygen 1 now. I want to build all of that, like, basically immediately. Kelp forest? I love kelp forest. Bus station? I love bus station. Water? Honestly, I feel like we're going to need it. I don't actually think we're at critical capacity on water yet. So you are gone. Because you're going to be a house. You don't have any rocks. You're actually like done. You're done. And you're covered in annoying rocks. So get those out of here. Meanwhile, we need to keep exploring ocean resource nodes. Because they will be our salvation. And then you are going to get a road paver depot. And it's going to let you go here. It's going to let you go here. And it's going to let you go here. We're going to harvest that black sand. I don't think we need you to be a geothermal spot. I think you're actually okay being a spa resort. Just increasing comfort of living, and then we'll try and pile some more houses into White Collis. So let's go with that. And then we need 8 titanium. I think we actually need to turn this off for a little bit. Because we're spending 4 per turn, we're getting 5. But one of it's coming from our free trade route. So what can we burn instead? We can burn science at this point. And we can import food, just so we can keep building houses, just so we don't die. Do you have a bus station? You do. Kind of want to grab that tile. But I don't think it's necessary. A second plant spreader would be pretty dope. A quantum data center would be extremely dope to go on that anomaly. Also, this is nitrates for every 3 pop. We might need to grab one of those just in case we need it. So quantum data center is going to go over here. That's going to be 3 science per turn, which means that we could think about phasing out these 2 labs. Because we're now at 7 science per turn. Do you have 3 human pop? You have 2 human pop. Do you have a place where I could put a 3rd human pop? Yeah, a 3rd human pop could go right here. And then I could put a composting facility here. That would get us 1 nitrate. Okay. We can also put this oxygen factory down. And then if I drill tritium, I could start working on this tritium thermogenerator. So where's my tritium mine? It's here. That puts us at 12. Let's just build one here. If we see a resonance station, we can put it right there. New Liangwa also just has like 3 people natively. Maybe we just build a composting facility like right here. Or like right here, because we don't know where our 3rd farm building is going to be. Sure. It's an extra nitrate. We're going to need it eventually. Minus 65. It's a little scary. A tritium thermogenerator. It's a little less scary. With power, I can do anything. This finishes in 2 turns. Atmosphere is incrementing very quickly now. Oxygen's incrementing pretty quickly now. I would really like to get a second plant spreader up if I find one. But we're also pretty far off that as far as nitrates are concerned. Also, wouldn't hurt to have more titanium. Master Raid Lab? No, thank you. Combined Living Center? Yes, please. Entertainment Center? Not right now, thank you. More projects? Like, I guess it's something to spend science on, because I do have 43 right now. Sure, you can come over there. You can come over here. I also want a bus station here, so we can expand a little further out. We can recapture that. We can grab this flat plains because it's empty and we don't care about it. Don't care about you either. We're just going to expand you immediately then. And then with 21 power, let's keep plus 15 atmosphere rolling. We're at 74, getting 7 every turn. 7 turns away from atmosphere. That's not going to cut it, but we are 1 turn away from water. That is going to cut it. Could also build a CO2 factory. Sure. We have to keep terraforming parameters moving. Otherwise we are going to be in deep trouble. I would, and I would, and I would. Plus 200 support. That buys us 2 turns. We're now dead in 4 turns. We need to buy a 5th turn to get to atmosphere, though. So maybe we can do a little something like that, and then we can do a little something like that. That puts us 3 turns. That'll do it. Next turn, I think we need to drill for tritium. So that we can just put like a 3rd tritium thermo generator here. And then we need to keep pressure on for flooding planet to 3, which these 2 projects are enough. That's 80 and we're at 10. So we just need to finish these projects. We'll be at 90 water. Oxygen is so much further ahead. So we're going to be spreading methanogenium, especially because we have another oxygen factory in hand. And I really want to see a plant spreader soon. 15 science, it's basically free. No plant spreader. It's pretty unfortunate. A touring company's okay. I would grab it just because I'm scared. And then I guess I would also grab a house. I think I'm past the point of needing a development center. I think we just want houses. We can convert you into a nitrates mine. That's fine. We can generate atmosphere. That's fine. Next atmosphere increment in 18 turns. Oxygen increments in 8. We basically have 6 turns that we've bought. We gotta get this other oxygen factory up. It'll happen next turn. And it'll probably just go here. Also having another house down will probably help. We're only going to have 1 mine in White Collis, though. Weren't we going to do another house here or something? No, it's here. Yeah, we were going to replace a lab with a house. It doesn't do a ton for us. I mean, it really should go here. There's 4 mines here. Yeah, it should go here. So this is where this should go. In 2 turns. That's going to be so much support from that. We haven't built a miner's cottage here yet, right? We have not. That's perfect. We definitely want to pick up a Martian sailing school for future endeavors. We probably want to pick up a spaceport at this point for future endeavors. Where would it go that would be sick nasty? Right here is pretty good. We don't get a comfort of living bonus, which is a little unlucky. I think I'd actually rather get the comfort of living bonus now that I look at it. Well, we could go here and we get water exports. Actually, that's really good too. So we drill. We move you to like here, and then you go here. +1, comfort of living. And then we can import, I guess, titanium or tritium, because we can build a thermo generator. We could also import a third food, and we can get rid of another science. Reset these, actually. Because we can really pump that. And then go like this and like that. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Oxygen in 7, heat in 10. We have 3 turns to live, but we're going to not increment water before that. Okay, so we have a small problem. We need to find a way to get more support. That moves it to 6. When's my tree up? 9 turns? That's not going to help. When's my bacteria up? 8 turns? That's not going to help either. We need to find where support is going to come from relatively soon. It might involve exploring these and hoping that there's something useful. Nice, the ship engines. That's going to be important if we can live to it. This is pretty important now. This is also kind of important. When you increase your science production. It's so easy for us to increase science production that I think we have to take that. We also need to remember there's 2 titanium up there if we need to grab it. I think we can skip on you, just because we don't have a lot of tritium available. We are at 43 science. Do we have any kind of science synergies with that? Increase projects proposal, that's not going to do it. No. We do need to discover the polar ice cap, though, if we wanted to trigger black sand. So we could just do that now. Here, spread black sand. That moves us to 6 on heat. We can also get one of these down. That's only 4 support. I should not do that. I should build this miner's cottage in Caldera Town. That's +12. That's so much more. We could also get a canyon view there, which actually means that the touring company would be better in Caldera Town. Puts you at 92. So we have 4 turns to live now. Oxygen increments in 5. Heat increments in 6. If we see a... if we see a giant heater, we might be alright. I don't think that's going to change the math on atmosphere too much. Well, would it? We could finish it in 2 turns. It would put us at 100 atmosphere, and then atmosphere would increase in 7 turns. It wouldn't help. I think we take homesteads and convert. Some trade routes not assigned. That's fine. Keep working on it. This one's going to be pretty close. Oh, plant spreader. That matters. Any of the rest of this matter? Not in particular, because our hand is full. You can go here. You can spread 8. I can't afford to replace the current tree. I think I have to do this. Except that doesn't actually give support. No, I do have to replace the old forest. And then we can move the boreal forest somewhere else. Yeah, that's still +6. And now we rush to finish that, which will be 3 turns. We'll still be alive. Okay. We are actually going to live. I don't know if we're going to win, but we are going to live. So that's a positive. Do I need to drill this turn? No, but you should... What do you even need this turn? I don't know, just send it, dude. Just freaking send it. You could build another tritium thermogenerator. That was where you wanted to put it. Whatever. It's adjacency bonuses, be damned. Flora, constructing plant spreaders, it's a little late for you, friend. Big city talents, it's a little late for you as well, friend. But nature documentary might be pretty good. And proliferation of life, we really haven't built enough spreaders for that to be valuable. So give me another animal spreader, give me a greenhouse farm. Because there's a soil factory here. That's going to be a nice +2. And after that, +4 water per turn. We should try and get this animal spreader down, but I'm not really willing to give up the free water trade routes that I have. Might also want to found that, so you might also want to get like a train station, get all these tritiums. Water is still only at 6 of 8, but we have some out in the ocean, like 7, 8, easy. So water's done. 9. Really, like technically speaking. Nitrates are at 5. Nitrates are at 6. Nitrates are at 6. We need to find 2 sources of nitrates. Silicates are at 2. Silicates are at 3. Silicates are at 4, 5 at a minimum. 6. If any of those are 7, silicates will be done as long as we can find expansion tiles. Titanium's at 5. Titanium is at 6. Titanium is at 7. If we get lucky on either of those, it'll be at 8. Or if we found Deimos, it'll be at 8. And tritium is at 1. Tritium's at 2. Tritium's at 3. Tritium's at 4. Tritium's at 6. We need the Tritium Space Project. This is winnable. We need to get extremely lucky, but this is winnable. Veton can still perform an action. We need to explore all of these hints that are speculative. It's nitrates. That's huge. That means we probably want to found this city to go yeah, yeah, yeah. We're at 14 food plus 8 per turn. I think we can turn that off and we can start doing that just to make sure that we can found these cities. Destroy current stock, lose all food. I will take a -20 science on that, if you don't mind. Thank you. Train station's huge. We have to take that. Like, any expansion tiles we see at this point, we take. Doesn't matter what it is. If it gives you more tiles, you take it, for the love of God. That's a silicate cave. That's 2. Good. Next turn, you're done. And then we can build Martian Sailing School in Caldera Town. We can build Shipwright in Caldera Town. We can get this aquifer, get this silicate. And eventually, like, wrap our way around to that tritium. There's also, like, a dock we could do somewhere. I don't remember where it was. It was probably down here. Some trade routes not assigned. This matters. And it matters because we're trying to think of what we need before we need it. So we for sure dump science. We can let our titanium rebuild. We can let our power rebuild. I really think we just need to keep building houses so we don't die. I don't care about any of this. I care about that satellite. I also care about fixing all this, because people are mad. Minus 105. Oh my god, it's everywhere. Alright, that cost us a shitload of resources. But at least we're done. Now, we're at 39 and 4 water. I need to explore a big hint of water. Like you. We're at 8 water. It's not quite what I was hoping for. But that's okay. I need to found 1, 2, 3. I think I need to found 3 cities in 13 turns. So I need 90 food in 13. I need like 9 food per turn. I'm getting 8. We're actually pretty close to that. Just think really carefully about your choices from now on. Everything is going to matter. You know you're going to have to found this city no matter what, and that it's probably going to need a train station, because you need to reach here. You need to reach here. Actually, you could get away with, like, your support penalty. Well, you know what? Does this connect? Not in, like, a comfortable way. Is this a city spot? No. That means you are a city spot. If you can find 1 robot hub and 1 house, you don't need a train station there. And you're probably going to need a train station for White Collis, because you need to grab this, 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 and that. So do the train station now. Grab the stuff that you know you're going to need. Similarly, in Caldera Town, you know that you're going to need that. Just go and grab it. I can still research a project. What might we need to take to not die? None of these give resources. Like, none of them are a compost or anything like that. I see a plant spreader, which isn't really going to contribute anything at this point. I really think we're in the territory of none of these give resources, so I'm binning them all. Because everything I bin contributes to kill your darlings. Sure, take a coral reef. Heat increases. Ice cap melted. Marsnet's fine. None of these give me resources. Atmosphere is done in 4 turns. I can ignore that. We already have one of these in hand. I don't have anywhere spare to put food labs. And I'm kind of saving up nitrates for plant spreaders. Power, we're fine. Oxygen, we're not fine, but you're not really going to contribute. And I need the water for cities. I think you're all gone. I think you're coming in. And I don't think we need to do that yet, but we can reach aquifer nitrate. And in a roundabout way, we can get to that tritium. I have 2 power. Can I afford to explore anything? Yes. Probably should have done the nitrate. There's another silicate. There's another titanium. If this is a dock, I can reach all of that. I need a house in Ivanov Outpost. I think that needs to be the next thing I build. I think it needs to be a combined living center specifically. Give me one of these. Minus 91. We have 3 turns to live and a little bit. Extra train station's massive. The rest of these, they don't do anything. You go here. You take this, and you take this. This is a dock. You build this as a mine. You make a documentary about this nice forest that we made, because you don't have power to explore anywhere else. That keeps us alive for 4 turns. Atmosphere increments in 3. That will buy us extra time. Get a rover museum. Rover museum would be great. Can't afford it right now, though. Need to build another house in Ivanov. It's probably going to be homesteads. And then I can also spread bacteria. I would love for this to be heat. Some trade routes aren't assigned. Now they are. Your expansions. The rest of you are meaningless. Now think about this one. Because you have animal spreaders and you have a hydroponic farm, but I'm pretty sure you can't afford to use them. Instead, I think you need to pay attention to which cities you still need to found before the end of this game. So let's do that. That has not helped you at all, but you do know that you can get 2 silicates out of it. And White Collis actually has expansion tiles, so I think you're going to go here and here. And then you're going to build a robot hub and go here and here. I think I miscounted. It's okay, we can fix it in post. We also need to explore both of those still, but that's fine. We can fix that. I think I might be able to place an animal spreader just to keep support up. I'm not going to bother counting. It might screw me. But that's 18 support. I don't think I can turn my nose up at it. That's 18 support. Don't think I can turn my nose up at that. We've bought ourselves a little under 10 turns now. We technically have enough of a support buffer to get us to the end of the game. We just have to find a way to win. Which is always the part that I seem to struggle with. But we're going to try our gosh darn best. None of this, please. We are at 7 of 8 water. We'll be at 8 of 8. I'm going to skip this water. Titanium, we're at 8 of 8. I'm going to skip this titanium. I'm really glad I checked. I actually don't need either of those tiles. That's great intel. What do I still need? I need 3 more nitrates. I know where 2 of those nitrates are. I need a 3rd nitrate, please. It's not up there. I need 3 more silicates. I know where none of those are. No, I know where 1 of those is. This needs to, I need to discover this tile. This needs to be a dock instead of a canyon. I need to grab these tritiums. We need to see a dock. Keep your eyes peeled for a dock. Do it for the support. 6 per turn. It's something. Oh, a nitrate. Hold on. Did I count you? We're at 5 of 8 nitrates. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. We're done with nitrates. Okay, huge. We need the expansion tiles, but we're done with nitrates. Silicates we're not done with. Tritium is scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need the tritium project to show up, or I am in serious trouble. Serious, serious trouble. Who cares? A shipwright is not good enough. It actually has to be a dock. You're an expansion tile. You don't show me more projects, you just let me pick more projects. You're kind of useless. That's support. Turn you on. Explore this tile. Explore this tile so we can found the city. Next turn. There's another titanium down there. That doesn't help me. I guess I could loop around like the bottom, but I still have to get into this lake to get that flooded large tritium. Oh, also, Ivanov needs to get this. So that I can do that. So that I can do this. So silicates are now 7 of 8. Did I know where an 8th silicate was? Yeah, it's here. Silicates are done. Nitrates are done, silicates are done, titanium's done. I need one more water, which I know about. It's right here. And all we need to do is tritium. In 6 turns. That project has to show up. It's as simple as that. We need the project to appear. We're going to do this just to make sure we have enough power to build mines. Sure. That's not the project. This contributes to the project. None of the rest of these buildings do anything. We might need that. Found. You're gonna be a dock as soon as I see a dock. Also, you're like technically support. Also, you're like technically support. We need to explore that tile because it's silicates, and now we can go here. We can go here and mine. We can go here and soon mine. Just give me the titanium for it. Boom. And then we can go here, 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 and here. And next turn we can build those. All I need is that stupid tritium project and we're golden. Well, that and a dock. +5 science, not good enough. Research 2 extra projects, marginally better. No. Just gotta keep exploring. Oh, I miscounted on nitrates because I still need you. That's right. A homestead will fix that very shortly. It will probably overwrite the oxygen factory. That's not a huge time pressure, though. But why are we at 6 of 8? How did I miscount that? Also, I still need to loop around to this tritium. Or build a second dock. Where's my other nitrate that I'm missing? Is it you? Might be you. We're not going to found that city. So New Liangwei needs a train station? We'll just do it like this. Nitrate. Oh, because I didn't build a mine on it. I'm stupid. Nitrate's 8 of 8. And water 7 of 8. Tritium 5 of 8. 6. Wait a minute, we're done. Literally all I need is a dock. And to get to this tritium and we're done. So I need to explore here and here. Because then I can loop around that way. We may actually win this game. I just need power. It's not even like a titanium issue anymore. It's all power. Spaceport, man machine, giant heater. Who cares? Train station. Failsafe. No tritium. Who cares? Mine. Mine. Only thing left is tritium. Explore. Explore. No tritium out there. That's okay. Go here, 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 and here. We are at 7. Oh, because I'm stupid because I'm getting bonus tritium from Tritium Boost. We've triggered it 3 times. I literally need a dock in 3 turns to win. In fact, I might not even need that. Can I found a city that's coastal? Like, if I'm going to take shipwright, I am going to give myself 1 food, because I feel like if I can found a city here, and it doesn't have too many other connections, I might just found that, build a ship right there, and connect to the large tritium that way. Or I could just see a freaking dock. No. Not good enough. You are a city founding location. I need to explore 2 extra tiles. I need to explore 1 extra tile. I can found it next turn. We win next turn. It's that simple. Right? Found city. Build shipwright. Expand to this tile, win. End turn. Who cares? No dock, but you know what? That's fine. Explore. Found. High coast, sure. High coast, I'm dead. Ocean pitmine. Let me count the ways. No dock. Don't care. Didn't ask. No tritium project. Don't care. Didn't ask. Red planet done. And it feels damn good. So that is where I'm going to be done. It is 12:30 here. It is time for me to go to bed, but that was nice. I'm glad that I was able to find a little bit of time to get a non-Guild Wars stream in. If you're new, you can hop on the Discord. You can give yourself all of the various roles for figuring out when we're going live, when we're doing streams, the different kind of stuff we do on the channel. There's also the VODs channel, if you want to catch up on stuff that we've done previously and watch it in the viewer that's more friendly than the Twitch format. I will be back tomorrow, and I will be back Wednesday. We're going to be streaming Guild Wars 2. I believe I am back to commanding, unless Ruthless tells me differently in DMs between now and then. And then Thursday, Friday is going to be, more of the same. We might try and spin that new Project Zomboid file up. We might do a little bit more Terraformers, just keep grinding through some of these last options. Or we might pick something completely different. But till then, take care, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.